So you prefer Korean men to Hong Kong men?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Of course, I say.
Well, then that's okay. That's okay. It's not bad, but
sure.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And so speaking of guys, you told me some weird shit about. Where to start? Well, okay. What do you not like about Hong Kong guys?
They're weak. They're weak, like mentally and physically.
Give me a description of weakness. Weakness is a vague word.
Like they put all the girls in a more superior position as themselves.
And you would rather be in an inferior position?
Maybe.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, or at least
maybe.
There's another. You could just be equals.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like because the girls in Hong Kong, they're really strong. Like in their attitudes and in their maybe in their knowledge, they earn a lot, they learn a lot, they have high education, and that's why they're very strong. Like the Hong Kong girls, they're really strong. And like at the same time, the Hong Kong boys, maybe they do not earn that much. They do not have that high education when compared to the girls, and that's why they sound weak. They sound weaker than the girls.
So, like, do you know what percentage of Hong Kong universities are women?
I don't know, but girls are more. A lot of fights between the girls and boys in Hong Kong because of this.
So, what do you mean by fights?
Like they hate each other. Like they say something really bad to each other.
Like face to face or
online?
Of course, yeah, of course, online.
On the forums.
So, how long have you been in Korea? This time?
2 months.
You've been here 2 months, but then how long were you here before?
1 semester.
Just
so
one
that means
semester?
half years, yeah.
So like 4 months, maybe?
Yeah, 4 months.
4 years, 6 months?
4 months.
4 months. And what attracted you to Korea?
First, because I love K-pop, and that's why I chose to came to Korea. And then, secondly, I don't know, I want to study abroad by that time because I got a chance to be an exchange student, and then I don't want to choose the European countries because they're very expensive. I think I couldn't afford that. And that's why I choose the most favorite country, that is Korea in Asia. Yeah.
So what you're saying is you had to have a choice. You had to be somewhere in Asia.
Yeah.
You like K-pop, so you thought, what the fuck?
And
why
I
not
learned
Korea?
Korean for 2 years by that time.
Okay, well then what sparked the 2 years of learning Korean?
Because of K-pop and that Korean guys.
Woo.
Probably.
So you like Korean guys?
Yeah, of course.
So you like Korean dudes.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about Korean dudes?
They are tall, they're strong, they look cute. And because there are a lot of Korean dramas, and I think the Korean dramas, they give the fantasy to all the girls all over the world. Yeah. Like the oppa, they are so good, blah blah blah.
So what is good about their body though?
Strong, muscular.
Let me back up, because for one thing, when I walk around and I see a K-pop star on an advertisement, and I'm with my Korean friend, I always make the same joke, which is I say where is she? What group is she in? Because they're so made up. Their features are usually made to be really soft, and it's always a joke that they kind of look like women. Or I'll see a group of a big billboard with a bunch of Korean guys, and they are tall, but they'll usually be very slender.
Slender.
So as a man, you hope that you have some sort of options to get hotter, and one of the number one options to get hotter is to lift weights. Yeah. So your idea is if I can't.
But some of them lift weights.
Yep, but they must be on purpose, not getting too buff. I'm sure they are trying to make sure they don't get too broad and too big because.
Yeah, maybe, but because they have to go to the army, and that's why I think they're stronger. They have to be trained.
I know. They got to go to the army, but I used to always talk to my Korean buddies about this. Why? From my perspective, I don't want to say it, but as an American man, okay, even my German friend, he says the machismo in America is ridiculous. So it's and it is. We have all these. Have you ever heard the term pissing contest?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go into another little English lesson. I'm doing this for the video. I don't want to sound derogatory, but basically a pissing contest is especially when two men compete for status. So the idea is you got two guys who are standing next to each other, and they see who could pee further. So nobody means anymore, but they'll say so there'll be two guys, and one of them's like, I have a Porsche, and the other one's like, oh, I have a Benz, a Mercedes Benz. They go like, what model of Benz? Mine's an S-Class 800. Oh, my Porsche is just a Boxster. And then this is a pissing contest, right? So in America, men have a lot of pissing contests. There's a lot of stuff about manliness, and it's sometimes money, but a lot of times just about being big and strong and like prepared to fight someone. And especially in that latter way, not the money part, we Western men, especially American men, consider Koreans kind of
weak.
I don't want to say weak is too strong, but not manly. Because Korean men don't give a shit about that. They don't look at each other and try to see who can beat up each other.
I think maybe like all the Asians, we don't care about like being very muscular. We don't care about the body size, just the height.
That thing I don't have.
They compare the height. They compare the height a lot.
Yeah, the relative height.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what, the first thing you said. You're like, how tall they are. I was like, oh, damn.
Yeah,
but
they're very tall.
No, it's true. It's true. But it's weird because I feel like it's a weird average thing because you have selective bias. So you notice all these tall guys and you kind of don't look at the short guys. So you walk around going, man, there's tall guys everywhere when there could be some like.
But I think it's on average. Like on average, the Korean guys, they are like taller than the Hong Kong guys, or probably taller than the Japanese guys.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, these Korean people are literally, I think of all of Asia, Korean men and Korean women too. Like I was just when I was waiting for you, I was like, dude, I'm 173, and there was maybe 20 girls in that area, and probably 2 or 3 of them were as tall as me, and maybe even a little taller. And it's like these, like.
Because we have a saying that the people from the south, they're shorter. They're usually shorter. Like in Hong Kong, we are in the southeast of Asia. That's why we are shorter. But like the Korean guys, because they are from the north people, they are taller. Like
what
maybe
do you mean
Russian,
north of what? Ah, okay.
Beijing people.
Beijing.
Because they are on the north.
Okay, well, I have no idea.
So Korea is kind of like on north. So that's why they're taller. We have a saying. No survey about that, but we just say it in this way.
A fun fact, Korean people in general are the fastest growing people in the last 30 years.
Oh, really?
Because they went from poor to rich, like super fast. So like their parents' generation, my friend is about, 180. And he's pretty tall. Now I was talking to him and we started talking about his dad, and I'm like, is your dad also tall? He's like, well, yeah. I'm like, how tall? He's like 170, 173. And I'm like, so he's as tall as me? Yeah. I'm like, but that's short. He's like, yeah, but for his generation, that's tall. And that's, as an American or as any Westerner, we've been developed for 3-4 generations, So the idea that you have a parent generation that is, they were just malnourished, that is so weird.
Yeah. But I think like, although we think the Korean guys are tall, you think it too.
Yeah.
But I think like maybe the average was just 170 something.
Yeah, I think I hit the average basically, but that's the weird thing. That's what I was trying to say. It's a weird thing about averages because I also notice a lot of really short Korean dudes.
Yeah, of course.
Like and when I go to America, the average is about the same in America too. But I feel like we have more clustered in the middle, whereas Korean people have more outsides.
Maybe
it's more like there's a bunch of these tall dudes and there's a good amount of short dudes, and of all the bad things I keep saying to everyone, the worst thing I feel like saying is saying a man is short. Because I understand that as like a person. As a white male, I get nothing thrown at me. Everything's great for me. But
you're strong.
I feel that pain. Yeah, thank you for being nice. But it's not the things that you could fix that you care about. It's things you can't fix, right? So height is just something that's set in stone. You'll never.
Yeah.
So like I'm also kind of overweight, but in my mind, for the last 15 years, I'm gonna get thinner. Like it's in my control, so I don't care about that. What I care about is I can't.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know. I don't care that much, but I'm kind of biased in that way. So you prefer Korean men to Hong Kong men?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Of course, I say.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. It's not bad, but
sure.
But I mean, this is going to be of interest to. I mean, I'm not sure how much Korean people think about Hong Kong.
I don't know.
And neither do I. But like, Korean people are very invested in comparing. Well, as a foreigner, they're very invested in comparing Korea to other countries.
Because they think Korea is the best. Always.
The best?
Best in the world, always.